Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. Recently, Xian Ligong's call for a ban on rare earth sales to Taiwan province of China has once again attracted widespread attention. Subsequently, Bloomberg reported that Taiwan province had added Chinese companies such as SMIC and their subsidiaries to the entity list for export control, signaling its alignment with the United States. This seems to confirm Xian Ligong's forward-looking view that it is time to strengthen rare earth export controls. This series of events reflects Taiwan province's misguided choices under U.S. pressure and forces China to re-evaluate its strategic role in rare earth exports. Taiwan province's addition of Huawei and smic subsidiaries to the control list is by no means accidental. Several years ago, Huawei was already subject to multiple rounds of U.S. sanctions, including TSMC's suspension of high-end chip manufacturing for Huawei in accordance with U.S. export controls, significantly impacting Huawei's chip supply. Now, Taiwan province is once again cooperating with the U.S. by adding Huawei and SMIC to the control list. Its purpose is self-evident: to cooperate with U.S. chip controls on mainland China and cut off Huawei and SMIC's supply of certain chip technology, materials, and equipment. This behavior not only harms the interests of mainland companies but also undermines normal cross-strait economic and trade cooperation. Taiwan province's alignment with the United States is also reflected in its tacit approval of TSMC's continued transfer of advanced production capacity to the U.S. TSMC announced an additional $100 billion investment in the U.S. to build multiple advanced wafer fabs, packaging and testing facilities, and R&D centers. The company also accelerated the construction of its U.S. factories, bringing forward the construction of new 2nm and 16A process fabs by as much as 6 months. This series of actions demonstrates that TSMC is gradually shifting its development focus toward the U.S. Taiwan province, however, has turned a blind eye to this, even secretly supporting it. This is undoubtedly sacrificing its own industrial interests to serve the U.S. strategic plan. Xian Ligong previously warned against allowing TSMC to build or expand wafer fabs in mainland China, as TSMC builds advanced process fabs in the U.S., while mainland China can only build mature process fabs. Mainland China already has a solid foundation in mature process technology and does not need such help from TSMC. This view now seems quite far-sighted. TSMC's investment and construction in the U.S. not only takes away a significant amount of technology and talent, but also threatens to hollow out its semiconductor industry. Taiwan, however, is willing to sacrifice long-term interests to appease the U.S., a truly short-sighted move. Against this backdrop, Xian Ligong's renewed call for a ban on rare earth sales to Taiwan carries profound practical significance. Rare earths, as crucial strategic materials, are widely used in high-tech fields. Mainland China has consistently exported large quantities of rare earths to Taiwan. In 2024, 6,096.7 tons were exported to Taiwan, accounting for approximately 11.01% of total annual rare earth exports, and 6,940.1 tons were exported in 2023. However, Taiwan has been deeply hostile to mainland China, collaborating with the U.S. in suppressing mainland Chinese companies. Continuing to export rare earths under these circumstances is undoubtedly nurturing a tiger to harm. Banning rare earth sales to Taiwan would give it a taste of what it's like to be restricted. On the one hand, rare earths are crucial raw materials for industries like semiconductors. Restricting rare earth exports would have a significant impact on related industries, forcing it to reassess its relationship with mainland China. On the other hand, this is also a forceful response to Taiwan's siding with the United States, demonstrating that the mainland will not sit idly by and will take necessary measures to safeguard its own interests. Of course, banning the sale of rare earths to Taiwan province is not China's ultimate goal. China hopes that Taiwan province will recognize the situation, abandon Taiwan independence thinking, and return to the correct track of peaceful cross-strait development. Compatriots on both sides of the Taiwan Strait share the same roots, culture, and ethnicity. Strengthening cross-strait economic and trade cooperation and achieving mutual benefit and win-win results is the choice that serves the fundamental interests of the people on both sides. Taiwan province's actions, such as placing Huawei and SMIC on the control list, cooperating with the U.S. in imposing chip controls on the mainland, and tacitly allowing TSMC to transfer advanced production capacity to the U.S., have seriously damaged cross-strait relations and Taiwan province's own interests. Sam Ligong's call for a ban on rare earth sales to Taiwan province is a forceful response to this misguided behavior. China should proceed from a strategic perspective and rationally utilize rare earths, a strategic resource, to safeguard the country's core interests. At the same time, we hope that Taiwan province will recognize its mistakes and work hand in hand with the mainland to create a bright future of peaceful cross-strait development. Only in this way can we achieve common prosperity through cooperation.